Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. West, flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Now a give, right side. Morgan. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. And a give this time to the tailback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On first and 10, West, flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Back to throw. West. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Morgan. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Farmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st down, West flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. West. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw here.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Morgan. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Morgan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, West. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. West eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Saints have seen their season go from bad to worse, but they did show up for this one as they upped their mark to 3-12 with the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. The Lions get a vital win there as they move to 8-7 with one game left to go. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. Shreds the tackle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now. It's Morgan. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, West. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. West flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And the Colts getting ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Morgan. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Second and 12.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, West escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Farmer. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To throw on 2nd down, West. He finds his man, complete. It's Farmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Seahawks extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mason. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Watts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 3.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in